Hello everyone. We discussing previous class semiconductor and types of a semiconductor, and I briefly discuss PN junction. But now we are going to start PN junction and its working and detail of a function. Now this is PN junction. P-type material and N-type material combine to form PN junction. So in PN junction diode, the P-type semiconductor contain all holes, these are majority charges, and N-type semiconductor contain all electrons, these are majority charges of N-type, and holes are majority charges of P-type. But in N-type material, there is a certain amount of holes, these are known as minority charge carrier. And in a P-type semiconductor, a certain amount of electrons, these are known as a minority charge carrier of P-type semiconductor. When P-type and N-type combine, at that moment, what happens? Suppose P-type semiconductor and N-type semiconductor combine, then it creates a junction. This is known as PN junction. PN junction. This is also known as a PN junction diode. This is also known as a diode. In the creation of junction, then at that moment what happens? So the charge particle of P-type and N-type are opposite charges, then it attracted to each other. So this electron attracted by this hole, this electron attracted by this hole, this electron attracted by this hole. Then it is the resultant position of this layer, then it will be start, then it will create a layer. This is the creating a layer. This is it creating a layer. So this electron not go to there, because this layer is created a resistance. So electron are not move or jump this side, N-type side to P-type side. When it jumps, then it will require more energy. But this junction, in this junction, the charge particles are depleted. Depleted means these are neutralized. So in this layer is known as depletion layer. So it creates a depletion layer. After that, the creation of depletion layer, then the charge particles, the electrons are negative charges and holes are positive charges. These negative charges are go to this section, then it will be created a border. This is also plus, plus, plus. This is a plus, and this electron are accepted by p-type semiconductor, then it will be created a negative border. Because electron is a negative charges, then these electrons are received, then this side will be show negative charges. This charge border is known as charge surface. In n-type semiconductor creates a positive charge surface. This creates a positive charge surface, and in p-type semiconductor creates a negative charge surface. So in these two charge surface, then it will be a influence or effect of electric field. So this is create electric field. So these charges are directed to positive to negative, and the electric field also directed this direction. Then after the electron field, this is the border, then this electron of n side and the distance electron from this surface, charge surface, wish to move this side to this side, then it will not possible. It is impossible because they have no attraction. It is the charge border, then it will be opposed. This border or positive charge surface border opposes this electron to n side to p side momentum. Then we discussed in this result what happens. Then the positive is the higher potential, and the negative is the lower potential. So this is the positive potential and this is the negative potential. This positive potential is known as higher potential, and the negative border or negative charge surface is known as a lower potential. Then we join two. When we join two, then it is also known as potential gradient. This is also known as potential gradient. Potential gradient. So this is nothing but it is the height of potential. So this potential difference is known as height of potential. When these charged particles of electron in n side wish to move p side, then it will be not possible, because then there will be a border, or this is known as a depletion layer or a barrier. It is also known as a barrier potential. So the barrier potential opposes the flow of electrons from n type semiconductor to p type semiconductor. In reverse way, the positive charge particle or the holes in p type semiconductor not move, not allow to flow towards n type semiconductor. It is not possible the electrons of n-type semiconductor and the holes in a p-type semiconductor not allow, because there is a potential barrier. So when p and n material combine to form a potential barrier, this potential barrier is also known as the value of potential barrier of silicon is 0.7 volt. This is the experimental value, and the potential barrier of germanium, then we write the value of potential barrier of germanium. Germanium is 0.3 volt. It is also experimental value. Due to this reason, the creation of a potential barrier, then the majority charge carrier of n side not allowed to p side, and the majority charge carrier of p side not allowed to move n side. But in other way, when we consider the minority charge carrier, minority charge carrier. We know in p-type semiconductor, the minority charge carrier are electrons. So we can write the electrons are minority charge in p-type semiconductor and the holes in n-type semiconductor is the minority charge carrier, and the holes are minority charge carrier in n-type semiconductor. So at the moment of creation in junction P and N junction, what happens? The minority charge carrier can allow P to N side, and minority charge carrier of electron in N side allow N to P side. Why? Because we know the electrons always move from negative to positive, and holes are always, or positive charge particles are always flow from positive to negative. So in this section, or in this consideration, we can write the minority charges are allow to move across the barrier potential. So finally, it is consideration in majority charge carriers of p type not allow, that is blocked, and electrons, the majority charge carrier of n type, then it will be blocked, not allowed in semiconductor. So in this case, this is form a p-n junction diode. This is the working of p-n junction diode. After that, when we apply extra voltage or extra potential to the p-n junction diode, then it will be charge moved from one side to another side. Then it will be, next we discussed biasing. Now we discuss about biasing. Biasing means applying source across the p-n junction diode. So we write down biasing of diode is that when we apply when we apply voltage source across the junction, then we draw this biasing. So biasing are two types. Two types of biasing. One, forward biasing. Then reverse biasing. Now we start first forward biasing. Forward biasing. Then we draw a diagram. We apply supply across the junction. This is P, this is N. All are holes, that is the positive charges. And these are electrons, that is the negative charges. These are the majority charge carrier, and in P side certain amount of electrons are there, and in N side there certain holes are there. This is the minority charge carrier of N side material. So in this layer, this is also known as depletion layer. When you connect battery so this type of connection is known as forward biasing connection. Why? Because the positive of cell connect to P type and negative terminal of cell connect to N side. When we connected this battery in this way, the positive terminal of battery connected to P type or holes, what happens we see. When switch it on, the holes in P type semiconductor is the majority charge carrier are connected to positive terminal of battery. Similarly, the majority charge carrier in N type semiconductor connected connected to negative terminal of a battery. After this connection, then we see what happens. Suppose this connection we connected by this way, the negative is connected to N and positive of battery terminal connected to P. Then we will see the positive of a battery terminal pulls these holes towards this junction, and the negative of a battery terminal, this pulls the electron towards the junction. After that, the result, the depletion layer will be shrink. Then it will be, then another diagram. Then the depletion layer will be shrink. So the depletion layer will be shrink, then the distance. So the distance is less. In this depletion layer. After that, then we see what happens in depletion layer, then it will be discussed. So the potential barrier, in this case the potential barrier, that is the higher potential, this is the lower potential, then joining to, then it is also the height of potential, When forward biased, then it will be shrink. Means the distance of this layer will be minimized. Then the potential, higher potential, this will be position, and the lower potential, this will be position. Then this is the higher potential, this is the lower potential, then it will be minimized to this side. So initially this is the potential barrier, then after applying the supply, then it will be minimize the potential barrier. Then after, when we applied extra voltage, then we increased this voltage. When we increase this voltage, then the potential barrier will be further decreased. Then it will be further decreased. So in this way, when we applied extra voltage further, then it will be, the potential barrier will be collapsed. Then it will be collapsed. So then the positive charges of a P material or a P-type semiconductor move to N-type semiconductor, then current will be allowed. Then another things, when the depletion layer created a border of charges, positive, then negative. These are negative charges. These borders of charge surface, it will be impact or generate a electric field. That is the electric field. So this electric field, the direction of electric field is this direction, right to left or left to right. When we applied voltage, this is the positive side, then the applied voltage V is in this direction. So the applied potential and induced potential means the electric field. Electric field means the barrier potential. The two potentials are equal and opposite in direction. Then we write this point. It is the very important things. The induced potential E, that is electric field due to potential barrier. This induced potential and applied potential V are in opposite direction. So these two potentials are opposite in direction. Then we see what happens. The resultant, the potential E and V are opposite in direction. When we applied 0.2 volt, when we applied 0.2 volt, so the resultant voltage, the sum of addition potential, then the barrier potential, initially we discussed in silicon atom or in silicon semiconductor, then it will be 0.7 volt. But we applied 2 volt. This is the opposite direction, then algebraic sum, that is the minus 0.2. So this is the 0.5 volt. This is 0.5 volt. So this border or the potential not collapse, it will be potential higher and lower, then it will be some potential barrier. So it will not allow, or that is not impossible to allow the electrons from positive to negative. Then we further again we applied 0.4 volt. Then the algebraic sum, then it will be 0.4 volt, then that is 0.3 volt. So it is not allowed. Then when we applied further, then it will be 0.7. Then it will be 0.7. So the algebraic sum, that is the 0.7, that is the 0 volt. So in 0 volt, that is your no barrier potential, it is really no barrier, not opposing in barrier. So it is a straight line. Then it will be allowed current across the junction. So in forward biased, the majority charge carriers are allowed or flow across the junction in applied voltage is equal to 0.7 volt. But another things we consider, the minority charge carrier, then we discuss about minority charge carrier. So this is another current, is the minority charge current. The minority charge carrier of p side, that is the electron, and minority charge carrier of n side, that is the holes. So electron and holes, these minority charge carrier in both sides are very, very low amount, very low amount in p type and N type. So this current will be this current when this minority current flow in initially condition this is very low amount, then these electrons in p side, the minority charge carrier are allowed in initially, then it will be go to p2 n side, then it will be neutralized because it is very low or very less amount. This current is not effective, so it is also known as leakage current. It is also known as leakage current. So this leakage current is not effective on this majority charge current.